Hey everyone, I just wanted to share a video talking about something I just did with another man. We were, I left the grocery store and got to my car, and there was this huge guy exploding on someone in a van, outside of the van, and just raging on this person, talking about how they damaged the car or something, like scratched the car or something like that. Just freaking flipping out, unbelievable swearing and just raging. So me and this other guy, we were stopped. There was like a whole bunch of us stopped because like it was just totally insane. It was way over the top, way more than disciplining your child. Well, we didn't know it was a child at the time. We thought maybe it was a woman, but it was a young woman. It was a girl, his daughter. And so I saw this other guy, and we were stopped there, and I said, "Hey, let's go and talk to this guy." And so we did. We walked up to the truck or to the van, and I tried to videotape it, but unfortunately I must hit the button twice because I would have posted this everywhere. I got his license plate, but unfortunately the video didn't record. And so we just said, "Hey, are you okay?" And he goes, "Yeah, fuck off, whatever." And he totally, freaked out on us. And we said, "You're freaking out, buddy, and that's not how you discipline your child, sort of thing." And he said, "Well, she's not doing this and whatever." And I said, "Well, you can." He's like, "You could. Someone's got to discipline her." And we said, "Well, yeah, but you can do it in a kinder way." And so I just wanted to make this video because the thing I noticed about a lot of guys is a lot of guys are bullies. Like this alpha male bullshit. Like you can still be a man and not have to be an alpha male. Like there's a difference. Like a real alpha is a calm, confident man that can use his power if he needs to, but he never would. He would only do it to protect somebody. But this guy was abusing his daughter, and then we were talking. Me and like, there was like four or five of us standing there afterwards, and we chatted for a minute. And this woman said, she goes, "Yeah, it's a good thing you guys did something because otherwise she's gonna grow up and some guy's gonna abuse her and she's gonna take it." And we're like, "Yeah, good point." I mean, obviously we were trying to stop it, and we did. And the guy got out of the truck, and he pulled this whole tough guy bullshit attitude. And I don't care. Like I'm a small guy, but I'll stand up to anyone like who's abusing me or anyone else. Like I just don't care. You know what I mean? What are you gonna do? Punch me in the face? Like what? Like I'm not gonna stand up for abuse. My father is abusive, and I've been abused by a woman, and I stood up to her, and she got violent with me, my ex, and I'm just not gonna take it. I'm not gonna allow abuse. If she hit her kid, I'm not, and I freaked out on her. I'm like, "No, I don't think so." And then she ended up having to go get formed. So you need to stand up. We need to stand up to people, and especially men. I mean, it's mostly men, and it's not to say that all men are bad. By far, most are not. But there are a lot of men that they discipline and they teach and they with force, and it's really not necessary. You know what I mean? Like you can do it without sarcasm, without force. And just be kind. If you're teaching somebody like how to do a job or how to learn how to drive or whatever it is, or even if she messed up and dinged the car, okay, hey, he could have said to the daughter, he could have said, "Hey, listen, you're new to driving, just please be more careful. You ding the car and now it's going to cost a lot of money. Just be more careful, just watch." And like, because she's not receptive. Like there's no way she was receptive. And if you're yelling at somebody or if you're getting yelled at, like your brain's going to shut off, and then you're going to have anxiety and fear, and then nothing's going to sink in other than "I got to get out of here," or like you freeze and you can't do anything, and you're like, "Oh my god." Because there are certain situations, like if you're at work and someone's yelling at you at work, or this daughter, it's socially inappropriate because she's below him in status and she's afraid and she's small. So they're gonna, if you're at work, you can't say what you should say to whoever is you're working with, who's not treating you properly. Or this daughter, she's not going to be able to stand up to her father and say, "Hey, don't yell at me." because she's young and she doesn't know how to stand up for herself, and she doesn't have the resources. He could flatten her, and he's raising his voice, being stupid alpha male, and scaring her. So she's afraid. She's not going to say anything. And that woman was right. She's gonna, hopefully not now. Hopefully, because we stood up to this guy in front of her, she's gonna know. Hey, I pray that she's gonna know. Hey, I don't need to accept this. This is unacceptable, because she's like in these formative years, and then her brain's saying, okay, this is how men treat women, and that's, if somebody treats me like this, it means love, because I love my dad, and it totally messes women up. So as men, we need to, I don't think we need to be effeminate and soft, but we need to be somewhat soft, somewhat gentle. We're here to protect women. We're here to, men traditionally were and should be protectors of women. You know what I mean? Like, and the family and other men. Like smaller men. You know what I mean? Like, not everybody's huge and big and strong. So we need to stand up and be real, genuine, authentic men with integrity, and don't allow abuse. So I would have stood up to this guy by myself, and I was just waiting, and I was so close to going, and I'm so glad this other man was there, because I was like, hey, let's do this, because that guy got out of the truck and like he was gonna fight us, and I would have stood up to him by myself anyways, even though he would have flattened me. What do I care? What are you gonna do? Break my nose? So what? It's pain. I've had pain before. I'd let him kill me to prevent him from harming his daughter or another woman or anyone. And but because we stood up, I had my phone. So that's the other thing I want to mention is get your fucking phone out, because the phone is so powerful. He saw that I was holding the phone up recording. Unfortunately, it didn't record, but that's powerful these days. So if something's happening, if you're getting abused, if you're a woman or anything, or a man, and you're getting abused, get your phone out and record, because people know it's going on the internet. And what are they going to do? Are they going to abuse you and then go through your phone? And if you have it locked down, if you have a password, they can't erase it. So it's evidence. So we all have this ability to capture evidence against people, and it's a great form of protection, So we need to stand up and not allow people to get abused, because we need to send a message to society that this is not okay anymore. And I'm not all about, this whole bullshit, white privilege and all white men are bad. That's not the case. Men are men and women are women, and kids are kids, and everybody needs to treat each other well, regardless of what race and what sex you are. It's really about being a responsible human being. So if you're a man, I encourage you to not only stand up to abusive men, for those that are not willing or are too afraid to stand up for themselves, but also if you have a child or you're in a relationship, it's not appropriate for you to blow up on people for stupid reasons. You should never blow up. I blew up on my ex, who hit her child. I blew up on her a few times when she was abusing me, but and that was challenging. It was hard for me to do that, but I had to stand up to her. And sometimes you have to, like Jordan Peterson talks about, being a monster. You need to be a monster to be a man. You need to be a monster that's in control. And I never lost control with Arlene, or I shouldn't say her name, but whatever. Who cares? She treated me like shit anyway, so what do I care? But I showed her, don't mess with me, because you will not overtake me. And that's the power of a man. That's the power of testosterone. It's not beating someone up or beating someone down. It's saying, I'm not going to stand for this, and you're not going to abuse me. So go ahead and try, because that's a real alpha male. And many might look at me and not think I'm an alpha male, but go ahead and try to hurt somebody around me or me, and you'll see. You'll find out. I'm just not. I don't accept it. My mother got abused from my father, and we all got bits of that, but and I've seen it again and again with women I've dated. They've been abused, and they're so broken, man. Like, we can't allow this to happen. People, it's so much work to repair all the damage that happens from verbal abuse and violence. So, use your power, use your aggression when necessary to stop abuse, not to abuse. So I'm going to leave it there. Thanks for watching. Peace.